What if you could cut your fuel consumption by 30, 40, even 50% without buying a new car, installing any device, or paying extra for premium fuel? For decades, drivers in Japan developed a set of habits that dramatically improved fuel efficiency. These techniques became widespread after the 1970s oil crisis, when every drop of fuel was treated as a strategic resource. None of them require mechanical knowledge, expensive tools, or any modification to your car. They are simple adjustments to the way you drive, habits most drivers were never taught. Today I am taking you through 14 techniques inspired by Japanese eco-driving that can instantly increase your range. Some you can apply in seconds. Others require a small shift in mindset. But together they form a system that can make your tank last far longer than you ever imagined. And at the end, I will show you one mistake millions of drivers make every single day. A habit so common it may be draining more fuel than everything else combined. Number 14. Long-range vision. Most drivers believe they are paying attention to traffic. In reality, they are just reacting to whatever is directly in front of them. The car ahead brakes, you brake. The light turns red, only then do you lift off the throttle. This feels normal, but it destroys fuel efficiency because every late reaction wastes energy already paid for with fuel. Japanese eco-driving teaches something different. Instead of focusing on the car ahead, you look much further down the road. Brake lights 200 meters away, a traffic signal about to change, a merge point slowing traffic. When you see it early, you simply lift off the accelerator and let the car slow naturally. Many times traffic starts moving again before you arrive. You never needed to brake at all. This single habit reduces constant acceleration and braking cycles, and by itself creates noticeable fuel savings every day. Number 13. The constant speed principle. The biggest enemy of efficiency is not speed, it is constant variation. Every time you accelerate, the engine injects more fuel. When you brake, that energy is wasted as heat. Experienced drivers focus on maintaining steady speed. On the highway, your right foot should be as stable as possible with no constant micro-adjustments. Going uphill, resist pressing harder. Let the car lose a few kilometers per hour naturally. When the road levels out, it recovers without demanding extra fuel. If your vehicle has cruise control, use it consistently on motorways. Stable speed means less wasted energy and more kilometers per liter. Number 12. Efficient acceleration. There is a common myth that accelerating as gently as possible saves fuel. In practice, it can make things worse. When you accelerate too slowly, the engine stays longer in its most inefficient operating range, working harder and burning more fuel than necessary. The ideal approach is progressive and purposeful. When the light turns green, accelerate firmly and smoothly, not aggressively but not sluggishly. The goal is to reach cruising speed quickly, then ease off the throttle and maintain momentum. The sooner you are at steady cruise speed, the better your economy will be. Number 11. The engine's sweet spot. Every engine has an RPM range where it operates at maximum efficiency. Outside that range, it wastes fuel. In manual vehicles, this means shifting earlier rather than revving higher. In automatic vehicles, it means smooth throttle inputs that allow the transmission to upshift quickly. A comfortable engine operating in its efficiency band uses significantly less fuel than a stressed engine fighting outside it. Modern turbocharged engines are particularly sensitive to this. They reward smooth driving and punish aggressive throttle inputs with dramatically higher consumption. Number 10. Tire pressure management. Tire pressure drops gradually, and most drivers never notice because the car continues to drive normally. What changes invisibly is rolling resistance, the force the engine must overcome to keep the vehicle moving. Underinflated tires increase that resistance directly. Testing shows tires underinflated by just 10 psi below specification can increase fuel consumption by 3 to 4%. Check tire pressure regularly, always when cold before the day's first drive. Properly inflated tires reduce engine load and improve efficiency immediately at zero cost. Number 9. Unnecessary weight elimination. Everything inside your car requires fuel to move. Weight accumulates gradually from small items that individually seem insignificant: tools, equipment, boxes, sports gear, items left in the boot for weeks. A vehicle can easily carry 50 to 100 kilograms of unnecessary weight without the driver noticing. Every start from a traffic light and every uphill section costs more fuel than it should. Removing unnecessary weight reduces engine effort, particularly during starts and acceleration. No investment required, only awareness. If these techniques are already changing how you think about the fuel disappearing from your tank, hit subscribe right now, because the next video reveals the 5 maintenance items with the single largest impact on real-world fuel economy and how to check every one yourself at home. Number 8. Aerodynamic drag awareness. At highway speeds, an invisible enemy dominates fuel consumption: aerodynamic drag. Roof racks, cargo boxes, bike mounts, and ski carriers all increase drag significantly. Even when empty, these accessories force the engine to work harder against increased air resistance. Drag increases with the square of velocity, meaning the faster you travel, the greater the penalty. Remove these accessories when not in use, and your vehicle returns to its designed aerodynamic profile. On long highway trips, the fuel saving is immediately measurable. Number 7. The AC versus windows decision. At low city speeds, driving with windows open is more efficient. Air flows naturally, and the engine does not power the AC compressor. At highway speeds, open windows disrupt airflow around the vehicle, create turbulence, and significantly increase drag. At those speeds, running the air conditioning with windows closed is actually more fuel efficient than the drag penalty from open windows. The rule is straightforward: windows down in city traffic, air conditioning on the motorway. Number 6. Idle time elimination. Every minute your engine runs while stationary burns fuel with zero return. Modern engines do not require extended warm-up periods. The most efficient approach is to start the engine and begin driving gently within 30 to 60 seconds. The engine warms faster under light load than sitting at idle. Over weeks and months, idle time accumulates into a significant and entirely avoidable fuel cost. If you will be stationary for more than a minute, shutting the engine off is the correct decision. Number 5. Using the correct fuel grade. Premium fuel does not improve performance or economy in vehicles that do not require it. The difference between regular and premium is octane rating, resistance to detonation under compression. High-performance engines with high compression ratios require higher octane to prevent damaging knock. Most everyday vehicles are designed and tuned to operate perfectly on regular grade fuel. Using premium in a vehicle that does not require it delivers no benefit whatsoever. Check your owner's manual and follow the manufacturer's recommendation precisely. Number 4. Air filter maintenance. Your engine requires a precise balance of air and fuel for efficient combustion. The air filter accumulates restriction over time as it captures dirt and debris. A clogged filter restricts the airflow the engine needs. The engine compensates by altering fuel delivery, effectively burning more fuel to overcome the restriction. The vehicle runs normally, but with measurably worse economy. Checking and replacing the air filter at recommended intervals is one of the least expensive maintenance items with direct and immediate impact on fuel consumption. Number 3. Fuel cap integrity. Modern vehicles use sealed evaporative emission systems to prevent fuel vapor escaping the tank. A cap that is loose, worn, or has a damaged seal allows fuel vapor to escape continuously. Fuel that evaporates without ever moving the vehicle. A failed fuel cap seal can also trigger a check engine light through evaporative emission fault codes. The fix costs almost nothing. Tighten the cap fully until it clicks after every fill. Inspect the seal periodically and replace the cap if the seal shows cracking or deterioration. Number 2. The quarter tank rule. The electric fuel pump inside the tank uses fuel itself for cooling. When the level drops very low, the pump operates hotter than designed, accelerating wear on internal components. Very low fuel levels also increase the likelihood of drawing sediment from the bottom of the tank into the fuel system. Keeping at least a quarter tank at all times protects the pump, reduces sediment risk, and eliminates the reliability risk of misjudging remaining range. Fuel pump replacement costs significantly more than the marginal cost of refueling earlier. Number 1. The calm lane strategy. In heavy traffic, most drivers constantly evaluate lane options, change position, accelerate into gaps, and brake as traffic bunches ahead. Studies consistently show that drivers who change lanes frequently arrive only 1 to 2 minutes earlier than drivers who select a lane and maintain it. The time saving is minimal. The fuel cost is not. Every lane change requires acceleration followed by braking, wasting the energy already paid for during the previous acceleration. That cycle repeats dozens of times over a motorway commute. Maintaining a smooth, consistent driving line with minimal lane changes preserves momentum, reduces engine load, and produces a measurable improvement in fuel economy on every journey. It also reduces stress, which turns out to be a useful side effect. These 14 techniques require no investment, no new car, no modification, only awareness of how energy moves through your vehicle and how driving behavior determines how much of that energy reaches the road versus how much is wasted. Start with long-range vision and constant speed. Master those two, and the rest follows naturally. If this changed how you will approach your next commute, hit like and share it with one person frustrated by fuel costs. Subscribe and turn on notifications because we publish practical car care content every single week. Drop a comment below telling us which technique you are applying first. We read every single one.